Welcome to Collision Hub News Network, your monthly source for the collision repair news, events, and information you need to keep your business moving ahead. In this episode, bankrupt parts maker to blame for yet another death, Volvo going all electric by 2019, are 3D printed parts the future of the industry, a CHNN exclusive interview with the new director of Fayetteville Technical College. All this and more. So let's get started.
This is CHNN.
In today's collision repair environment, you need a partner who cares about meeting the needs of your customers as much as you, and one that understands the pace of your business. The training and dedication of our 24,000 employees allows Hertz to provide world-class customer service and seamless integration into your workflow, while providing the daily support you need most. That is why we promise to do whatever it takes to not only keep up, but to move ahead. Hertz is ready. Are you?
Fix Auto USA President and CEO Paul Gaines expressed confidence his company would win its battle to keep using the Fix Auto brand name. The brand is at risk as Fix Auto World announced it would enter the U.S. market itself later this year. Fix Auto USA has operated under this name since 1997. The brand is spread across 116 collision repair franchises across the country. Fix Auto World said by regaining the rights to the trademark, they are asserting their commitment to the U.S. market. According to Gaines, Fix Auto USA has the right to use the brand exclusively in America, essentially in perpetuity. Gaines claimed the company wants to steal what Fix Auto USA has built. Gaines said Fix Auto USA itself is an independent company. If it were to lose the battle for its name, this wouldn't affect its 5-year contracts with its franchisees. Fix Auto USA notified Mondo Fix that it will continue to operate under the current license agreement that exists with Mondo Fix. The company also notified Mondo Fix that it will be held accountable and liable for any damages incurred by Fix Auto USA or its franchisees as a result of Mondo Fix's actions involving the existing license agreement. Fix Auto World is expected to make further announcements regarding changes to its U.S. operations before the end of the year. We will continue to bring you updates as this story develops. Earlier this month, Volvo announced that every new vehicle it launches after 2019 will be a hybrid or fully electric. Volvo said this announcement marks the end of the solely powered internal combustion engine-powered car. Although good news for the planet, collision repairers are sharing their shock and concerns over safely repairing these electric vehicles. The shift to partially or fully electric vehicles means that any technician or shop working on Volvos will need to ensure they're equipped with the training and equipment necessary to stay safe around the high-voltage portions of the powertrain. Hybrid vehicles should be a familiar sight for the collision repair industry, but fully electric ones could be more of a challenge, as shops need to remember disconnecting a battery may not be enough to ensure the electrical components are properly defused. On top of actual OEM repair procedures, shops might benefit from tapping iCar as a resource. In response to Volvo's announcement, iCar is reminding those in the industry to take advantage of their coursework on electric vehicles, as well as an entire database aimed at helping shops repair hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or electric cars. For more, here's a special iCar 360 on the Chevy Bolt.
Welcome to this edition of iCar 360. We're here at the Chicago Auto Show to take a look at the 2017 Chevrolet Bolt. The 2017 Chevrolet Bolt is an all-electric plug-in vehicle. To disable the high-voltage battery, GM offers 2 options. For the preferred option, a scan tool is used to disable the battery and confirm it's disabled. It can also activate a service lockout condition to prevent unintended enabling of the high voltage system. There's also a manual disable option, but it's a longer process and requires a number of safety checks to ensure the high voltage system is disabled. As you can imagine, there are a number of advanced driver assistance systems available, which include forward collision alert, forward automatic braking, front pedestrian braking, and lane departure warning, to name a few. A vital part of these systems is the front view camera. If this camera or the windshield is replaced, calibration is required. If the camera is only R&I'd, no action is required. While the camera may not set a malfunction indicator lamp, it will store a DTC explaining why it was disabled and display it through the infotainment system. To calibrate the front view camera, a scan tool and a road test under the correct conditions is required. While these systems are becoming more commonplace in our industry, it's the repair procedures that just may surprise you. The lower front rails on the Bolt are two-piece units. They include an inner and an outer. There are no sectioning procedures available for the lower rails, and the replacement procedures call for a combination of structural adhesive, spot welds, plug welds, high-strength rivets, and MIG braze joints. Adjacent to the lower rails are two bolt-on crush cans. These are designed to absorb collision energy and must be replaced if damaged. The upper rails are also a multi-piece design, consisting of a front upper side rail, a wheelhouse panel brace, and a wheelhouse panel. The sub-assembly replacement procedures for these parts include structural adhesive, spot welds, MIG braze joints, and high-strength rivets. The outer uniside is mild steel, and GM offers sectioning procedures for the A-pillar, B-pillar, rocker panel, and quarter panel. The ultra-high strength steel reinforcements in the side structure require replacement at factory seams, and GM has published a warning against sectioning in absence of a procedure. The rear rails on the Bolt offer a partial part replacement procedure just in front of the spare tire tub. There's also a partial part replacement procedure for the rear floor. The roof on the Bolt is attached at the factory using spot welds and MIG brazing. The repair procedure calls for a combination of adhesives along the side, spot welding in the rear hatch, and windshield pinch weld. To make sure you're ready to repair this vehicle and others like it correctly, iCar offers hands-on skills development for MIG brazing and rivet bonding. For more information on the Bolt and other Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick vehicles, visit the iCar Repairability Technical Support portal.
It's something they never expect, but accidents happen every day in a variety of forms. A claim is more than a loss. It's a person, a family, a dream, and each deserves the best care possible. We know that behind each claim is a customer relying on the knowledge and understanding of a team to help them navigate the difficult process and return their lives to normal. That's why AR Direct has assembled the nation's best claims service and salvage solutions team with over 4,000 members across the US and Canada. Born from a collection of the industry's top executives, AR Direct combines the three pillars of service: people, technology, and community, to offer an unmatched suite of products and solutions for ever-evolving claims and collision repair industry. Loss inspections, catastrophe services, and our industry-leading complete total loss evaluation and settlement program, supported by the only no-tow salvage disposition program, eliminating costly secondary tow and cycle time delays for consumer settlement. In addition, removing the burden of evaluation and conditioning from partner DRP repair centers. The best part? AR Direct is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to meet the needs of every customer. AR Direct, caring for today, service for tomorrow.
The Society of Collision Repair Specialists has released its second segment in a trilogy of videos on MIG and MAG welding. The newest video in the series focuses on settings, setup, and training considerations in the collision repair business. The content is valuable to both owners and operators, as well as to technical staff. The video is the latest in a free YouTube series featuring informal panels of shop owners and other experts discussing both hot and potentially overlooked technical aspects of collision repair. The MIG-MAG series should be particularly valuable to shops preparing for the ICAR welding certification tests. The new video can be found in June's newsletter or by logging on to the SCRS YouTube page. A Chinese subsidiary of Alibaba Group has revealed artificial intelligence that's able to calculate a claim in as little as half a second. The AI photo estimating system demonstrated this ability late last month. According to news service Alizila, 60% of 45 million annual private passenger vehicle claims in China are exterior damage claims. Outsourcing these to Ant Financial's computer system would create greater efficiency and objectivity, Alizila wrote. The AI system is also aimed at making assessment of external vehicle damage more standardized and objective. AI cannot be influenced by parties involved in the accident. The platform is being offered free to Chinese insurers in order to continue training the artificial intelligence. The company plans to later offer the capability for a vehicle owner to submit their own pictures, similar to photo estimating in America. AI photo estimating may be the future means of adjusting. Despite its obvious limitations, at half a second per claim and the ability to cut manpower costs and lower premiums, this could be the future. Once again, a Takata airbag is to blame for a tragedy. Raymond Kufo was attempting to repair his 2001 Honda Accord when the airbag inflator exploded, causing a fatal head injury. The airbag inflator was triggered during an improper repair while the ignition switch was in the on position. Both airbags deployed. Honda issued a statement saying it considers Kufo's death to be the 11th confirmed fatality in its vehicles related to the Takata airbag inflator ruptures in the United States. Honda recalled the part on all 2001 to 2003 Honda Accords. According to records, this repair was never completed on this vehicle. Takata has also announced it has filed for bankruptcy. The bankruptcy is a direct result of the recall of tens of millions of vehicles that have left the Japanese business with spiraling debts of more than $9 billion. The company's stock plummeted more than 65% last month. Earlier this year, Takata admitted to manipulating and withholding key information about the faulty inflators and pled guilty to wire fraud in America. Only 35% of affected cars have had their inflators replaced. The process of making all U.S. vehicles safe again could last until 2023. Service King announced in a video released by the Blackstone Group that it is using 3D printing in repairs. Service King stated that they use the technology to generate replacement bumper tabs in repair in what it says begun as an experiment that has since expanded to Phoenix, Dallas, and Seattle markets. The company is in the ramp-up phase of what it calls adaptive plastic repair. Service King first experimented with its own discarded bumpers before attempting it on a customer's vehicle. The company says repair shops will not see much of a difference in time associated with cycle times, whether the part is printed or retrieved from a local dealership. Printed areas can be prepped and painted the same way as existing automotive plastic, though often pieces like the 3D printed tabs are on out-of-sight portions of the vehicle. Body shops have voiced concerns over the quality of repairs, but Service King stands by the method. The 3D printing process is yet to be OEM approved.
First and foremost is that I really believe in our mission and our purpose. Our clients are in the business of protecting dreams and restoring lives, and in many respects we play a critical role in helping them do just that. Add to it that we are in a world right now where technology advances are taking place at such a rapid pace that I find myself every day, all day, in meetings where we're talking about how to leverage many of these interesting technologies and apply them in a practical sense to deliver better outcomes for our clients. As you look at Mitchell today, and you compare it to what it was 5 years ago, you would see that there was a very notable difference because the company has been able to evolve in such a dynamic way. And there's no doubt in my mind that as we look forward to what Mitchell will be in 5 years, it will be a completely different company in many respects. So staying true to our roots and certainly adding value to a certain end market, but constantly looking for ways to add value and to be willing to evolve ourselves so that we can accomplish that goal.
This June, more than 6,000 students from across the country competed at the annual Skills USA competition, giving us a look at the future of the collision repair industry. Students competed in automotive refinishing technology and collision repair technology in both high school and post-secondary categories. The winners in automotive refinish for high school are Gold, Dylan Wirtz of Vanguard, Sentinel CTC, Sentinel campus in Ohio; Silver, Marin Williams of Shawsheen High School in Massachusetts; and Bronze, Taylor Hill of Center of Applied Tech North in Maryland. Post-secondary winners are Gold, Dylan Arndt of Ridgewater College Wilmer in Minnesota; Silver, Summer Harrell of Northwest Technical Institute in Arkansas; and Bronze, Bo Jensen of Northeast Community College in Nebraska. The winners of collision repair technology for high school are Gold, Alan Zimmerman of Vanguard Sentinel CTC, Sentinel campus in Ohio; Silver, David Forrest of Montechusett Regional Votech in Massachusetts; Bronze, Tanner Fiernan of Franklin Technology Center in Missouri. Post-secondary winners are Gold, Joel Hartsack of Southwestern Community College, Iowa; Silver, Luis Renteria of Autry Technology Center in Oklahoma; Bronze, David Garcia of College of Lake County in Illinois. Most notably, Alan Zimmerman won his second gold in collision repair technology. For an industry short on technicians, these students represent a revitalization. A big congratulations to all the winners in the collision repair and automotive refinishing competitions and their schools. Magna is lending its camera and secure connectivity expertise to a joint project with the Michigan Department of Transportation and 3M. The project is the nation's first vehicle-to-infrastructure connected work zone and will be constructed along a 3-mile section of I-75 in Oakland County, Michigan. Findings from the project are expected to play an integral role in optimizing vehicle connectivity infrastructure on construction-related roadways going forward. Over the next several years, Magna will continue to work with MDOT and 3M to provide expert advice on connectivity and infrared camera technology. Magna's Chief Technology Officer said Magna is working with MDOT and 3M to integrate technology that addresses issues such as the location of street signs, loss of internet connection, or incorrect processing of vehicle-to-infrastructure information. Magna engineers and developers will help interpret the data and make continuous improvements to the technology. Magna's role will be to help uncover critical information needed to understand how vehicles communicate with roadway infrastructure. PNC River Arch Capital's purchase of painters' supply and equipment gives the 65-year-old supplier some private equity backing to expand amid a consolidating jobber market. PNC River Arch announced the acquisition of Painters Supply's 21 locations in Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio, which serve more than 4,000 automotive, commercial, and industry customers. PSE is a PPG Platinum distributor and maintains strong market share across its footprint. It did not specify the price. Patrick Mayette, CEO of PSE, described the acquisition as the next phase of growth for the company. PNC River Arch is a middle-market private equity firm which invests in privately held companies headquartered in North America. The firm seeks well-positioned companies where it invests $10 to $50 million of capital in support of leveraged and management buyouts, recapitalizations, corporate divestitures, and growth financings across various sectors.
A true mobile estimating solution is here. Auditech's mobile estimating can help you dramatically improve your estimating process. It is device independent and goes where you go. Whether you have an iPhone, iPad, Android tablet, or Windows Surface, you can start your estimate anywhere that you have connectivity. It includes the great features of Auditech's estimating, such as AutoVin, and color-coded, intelligent 3D graphics, allowing any appraiser to easily capture the VIN, vehicle options, photos, and vehicle damage in order to create the most accurate estimate and impress your prospective customer. Whether you're moving around your shop or working remotely, let mobile estimating from Auditech help you be more efficient, accurate, and ultimately get more keys.
The director of Fayetteville Technical Community College's high-profile collision repair program has resigned. Paul Gage told the North Carolina newspaper The Fayetteville Observer that he felt the college had grown too close to Caliber Collision, FTCC's partner in a changing lanes program granting former troops a job at the country's largest collision repair chain. The first Changing Lanes class of 9 has graduated and been given jobs, Caliber announced in March. In an exclusive to CHNN, Douglas Irish, the new director, joins us to speak on the change and the exciting new era of the community college. Doug, thank you for joining us.
Mindy, it's great to be here.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to the role of director at Fayetteville Technical Community College?
Sure. I've got about 38 years experience in the collision repair industry. Started in the technical vocational school for 2 years in during high school, and then went on to work as a technician, manager, owned my own shop, went to work for the insurance company shortly after that, after about 10 or 12 years, and then retired from one of the large insurance carriers after 20 years. So a friend of mine in the industry called me really out of the blue and told me that Fayetteville Technical Community College was going to be looking for a new chair for their collision refinish program. It was a new position that they were hiring for, and he thought I would be a good fit for it. And it intrigued me because of a couple of components that I found that I would probably enjoy. One of those was training new folks to come into the industry. There's been a shortage of technicians coming into the industry that are at least semi-qualified, and that's been a challenge for the industry for the last 10 years or so, and working with veterans that are returning from either overseas or they've just decided to get out of the military. The college offers a program for military veterans that help them train or retrain into another field, and to me, that was something that was important to me. I'm a veteran myself. My son is in the military today, so those two things piqued my interest, and I applied for the position.
What are some of the benefits of this program as it relates to training students in the collision repair industry?
The last 10 or so years have been a little bit difficult for shop owners in the industry to find qualified techs to come to work in their shops. So they're doing a couple of different things. They're either hiring people out of other shops that may or may not have some bad habits when they come to their facility, or they're trying to train people on their own, which is often a cost to them that they aren't ready to incur. So I think the benefit for a program like ours at the Fayetteville Technical Community College offers shops an option to be able to locate technicians that have some experience. They're not going to come out of the program as an A-Tech, but they will have enough experience that you could turn them loose in a shop with either a mentor or on a team type of program, and they would probably fit in very quickly. So we're encouraged by the responses that we've got from the industry. Currently, I have not started work there yet, but currently they have 100% placement for students that have graduated from the program with collision repair shops. So a lot of partnerships with large consolidators and MSOs, large relationship with the OEMs and different vendors. So we really hope that we're able to provide technicians coming out of our program and stepping into the shop world that, number one, don't have bad habits, number two, they're ready to go when they hit the floor, and number three, they're willing to learn and expand their knowledge base that they got when they left FTCC.
How does the program's proximity to Fort Bragg help veterans enter the industry?
Well, it's really key that we're literally 2 miles, give or take a half mile from the base. So its location is great. Not only that, there's continuing education programs that are separate from our 2-year degree program that the military take advantage of as well. For, I think it's 13 weeks, might be a little longer than that, where they're actually coming in from other bases on a temporary duty basis to participate in those programs. Currently, we're working with one large consolidator that is the sponsor of that program, and they're able to complete their retraining there, or at least familiarization with the program, and then they're hired by the consolidator to move on to their program. We're going to be expanding that to other consolidators and MSOs so that they can participate in the program as well. So the military has been very good about allowing some folks that are close to their PCS date or permanent change of station date, getting out of the military, and allowing them to work at Fort Bragg. They may be coming from the West Coast or overseas at the end of their tour, and able to participate in the program. So they've been very good about it. We obviously are going to market the base, Fort Bragg, but also other bases as we move forward, to encourage those folks that they want to either find a new career, or maybe they've developed some skills while they were in the military that they want to apply through our program. So it's been very good for us initially, so we'll continue to expand that role.
What professional knowledge do you bring to this role, and how will it translate into the classroom?
Well, it's a great question. I've spent, again, 38 years in the industry. I've learned some bad habits and had to learn good habits as well. I can speak to students and instructors both from an experience level. I've been a technician, I've been a manager, I've owned my own shop, I've worked for the insurance company. I've worked for the insurance company as a trainer for folks that didn't have a deep base of technical experience, so I've been able to already fill the role of a trainer to help people understand what it takes to fix a car properly. And I think that the key now with today's vehicles is to make sure that you're following OE repair procedures, you're following proper methods and techniques to repair these vehicles. And I can speak to that from a first-hand knowledge basis. I didn't learn what I know through a book or through watching somebody else. I've actually done it, again, both from the collision repair side and from the insurance side as far as training. So I think that those elements will help me be successful in this role, along with the company that we run today, Accuracy Driven 4, which is really a company that goes in and looks at in-process work to make sure that it's being done properly according to OE recommendations or ICAR recommendations, to make sure that we're not letting bad habits go out the door. So I think between those three roles that I've had in the past, and currently my role with Accuracy Driven 4, I've got a well-rounded knowledge base for the position that I've been hired for.
How does the work you've performed at your company, Accuracy Driven 4, prepare you for the role of director at FTCC?
Proximity or closeness of working with both management teams and technicians while we're doing the inspections in the shop. Obviously, looking at in-process work, you have the ability or the opportunity to talk with and coach the technician that's doing the work if they happen to be doing something improper or they haven't quite mastered the skill of welding or something like that. A lot of folks, unfortunately, learn on the job when they're in the collision industry, and they may pick up bad habits along the way. And probably one of the most difficult parts of collision repair today is the welding, and there's a lot of welding on structural repairs today. So we find the biggest opportunity with those types of things, and then corrosion protection and other things that are required during the repair process. Having the ability to address those while the work is being done instead of after the fact helps both the technician understand what he needs to do during the course of repair, and it also helps the management team understand what they need to look for while they're doing a walkthrough through the shop, so that they don't walk by somebody that's left a couple of plug welds out, or maybe they haven't got the right wire speed and the weld is bad, or they've got some contamination in the weld, those types of things. it's beneficial for them to understand what they need to look for. They don't necessarily need to have to be able to perform the repair themselves, but they do need to know what they need to look for while the technician is doing the repair to ensure that it's a proper repair when it leaves the shop. So I really feel that those elements have been beneficial for, or will be beneficial in my role as a chair for the department. I'll be able to work with both the instructors that are leading the programs and the students as I walk through the shop every day.
What do you hope to achieve for the college in this new role?
Well, my role or my goal would be to expand the program beyond what it is today. They've grown it from one instructor and 15 or 20 students to 5 instructors and about 150 students, and we'd like to expand on that. Obviously, we'd like to work more with the OEMs. We have a good relationship with iCar that will expand as well. Really, we want to grow this program as much as we can. I know there's a lot of focus on skilled trades today. You've probably seen many of the shows that Mike Rowe has done for technical schools and those types of things. President Trump has now made that part of his education initiative, that he's going to work with technical schools in order to make benefits available for those students as well. So I think that the time is right for us to grow the program, and I think that all of the elements are falling into place that we need from both the state and federal level to make that happen as well.
Doug, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it.
The auto recycler startup company Phoenix Parts is in more financial trouble. After a slew of missed quarterly filing dates and a graceful forbearance agreement to the credit facility with BMO Harris Bank N.A., Phoenix Parts has been officially delisted from NASDAQ. The company was listed for 2 years, but after failing to file its third quarter 2016 reports on time, they have been forced into over-the-counter markets. The Pink Sheets market is filed with publicly traded small companies that can't or won't meet major stock exchange requirements. OTC Markets has even flagged Phoenix as one of its stocks that is deserving particular investor care due to its history of failures. At the company's peak in 2015, just after its IPO, it closed higher than $10 a share, which has now been reduced to 54 cents last week. After the company announced the delisting in a news release, it's unclear what the delisting means for any Phoenix Part warranties or customers' orders from Phoenix's 16 locations on the East Coast and Canada. Getting delisted from a major stock exchange doesn't mean a company can't keep doing business, but it may have a harder time raising additional capital from equity investors or using shares of stock for other financial purposes. Even though the company has faced many roadblocks, CEO Kent Robertson continues to remain hopeful by expanding business through acquisition and trade within these markets. Phoenix isn't down for the count yet, but in this very niche market, Phoenix Parts is still looking to find where it fits in. ProSpot has earned yet another OEM approval from Tesla. ProSpot's PR5 riveting system has been Tesla tested and approved for collision repairs on Tesla vehicles. The PR5 riveting system uses a cold joining process that applies and removes rivets using magnetic dies to assist in quick rivet changes on heat-sensitive materials such as aluminum. This makes the third of ProSpot's tools to be Tesla approved. Earlier this year, Tesla cleared 2 SP Series Smart MIG welders for structural aluminum repairs on the Tesla Models S and X. Thank you for watching this month's episode of Collision Hub News. We hope you'll make CHNN your source for the collision repair news and information you need. Want more in-depth coverage of stories you heard about today? Please visit Repair Driven News, your daily source for information and editorial features for the collision repair industry. If you need to catch up on past episodes of CHNN, please visit the YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe, ensuring you'll never miss another edition. See you next month.
This program is brought to you through the support of these sponsors. This is CHNN.